Hello friends, this is Mohammed Shakil here, and in this tutorial you will learn about control statements. Control statements help you to move the control of the program from one line to another. Firstly, we'll learn about simple if statements. We have previously used simple if statements in order to explain certain operators and some examples. In this video, you will learn more about the simple if statements, and you would also learn about if-else statement. Now let's go back to the notepad and let's write a simple program now. A equals C int input box, enter the value of A, double bracket close, and B equals C int input box. You could also copy the same thing and just change the input over here. I don't mind typing. Now let's, if A is greater than B, then message box A ampersand is greater, and if A is less than B, then message box B ampersand is greater, and if, that's it. Just save it and save it as control statements simple if dot VBS. Now let's try to execute this control statement simple if. Just this one is 18. Let's enter the value of A, 5, B is 4, so 5 is greater. Now you could also make the program to say A is greater. If you want to do that, just remove this and put the A inside, that's all, and remove this, put the B inside. B is greater, that's all. Just save it and just try running the program once again, and you could input the same input if you want, and A is greater, and if you try to put it 4 and 5, B is greater, that's all. So that's about the simple if statement. Now if you look at the program, you can find that this same dialogue or the same code is getting repeated again and again. So if you want to justify that A is greater, and if not, you don't need to type again, you don't need to mention the condition once again. You could put it as else message box B is greater. That's it. You could use only one end if. If you just try to save it and run the program, 5, 4, A is greater. So that's how it works. There is one more thing that you can make a note of, is if you want, you can avoid putting the end if if you can end the whole line of code in one particular line. If a is greater than b, then message box a is greater. That's all. Just save it. And if b is greater than a, then message box b is greater. There is no end if in this. Now let's just try to execute this. 5 4 a is greater. So in this we don't have really a end if statement, but if you put it in the next line, just save it. If you try to execute this, then this would be saying that they expect an end. So that's a simple tip, and that's about the simple if and if else statement. Let's go ahead and look at other control statements. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any doubt in this video or in the previous tutorial or any of the tutorials, you could write below on the same video, and you could also write to me at catia.pro.user@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned.